Hi everybody, welcome to week 6 of Journal U52. This is going to be a fun one and probably a long one. If you saw my post on Instagram, we are going over all my pens. Maybe not all of them, but as many as we can within the hour. So I have made the list, and it's also in the caption if you guys are interested in any of these pens. All these 17 different sets of pens that I'm going to try and go over. So I have them all like around my journal here, and I'm actually going to try and go live on Instagram too, just so you guys can see how all of these pens write. And I was thinking, I don't know how they'll all fit on one page, but I'm going to try and do it. Maybe separate them by color is what I'm thinking. So we'll see how that works. Anyways, what else? If you do have a pen test page in your book, or if you make one this week, be sure to tag it with JY06. You can see it in the caption there. Also, if you're here, please give me a thumbs up on the video. It gives a little boost, and especially when it's live, it's awesome. So thumbs up definitely help if you're here. Anyways, I think we'll go ahead and get to it. I'm going to click go live on Instagram. Just let me know. Pretty much all I need from you is what pen order to go through, and definitely chat with your favorite pens and everything. I have just a ton of different ones, and I'm sure that there's some that that you guys have that I don't have here, so definitely let me know your favorites. What else? I think we're ready to get started, so I'm going to go ahead and get this thing started. I'm going to go click go live on Instagram, so give me just a second. You can kind of see all the pens on the desk here. So let me know though where you're from, and if you've been here before, or if it's your first time here, definitely welcome to the party. This happens once a week on Sundays at 3. So, and that's 3 p.m. Central. So I want to say hi to Instagram. We are doing a live event over on YouTube if you want to come join the discussion. I'm going to be testing like over 100 different pens, probably over like 200 different pens on this spread. So make sure, just let me know which ones you want to see. I think I'm going to divide them all by color. So hello everybody on Instagram, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Which ones? Austin, you're from Austin. I went there in December and it was fun. Nancy, I loved it. I want to go back. It's where my boyfriend's from. So Nova Scotia, Pam, good to see you again. Let's see. Hi, tell your students hello. That's awesome that you're here, but get back to teaching and don't get distracted. But so good. You could pop in and say hi. Let's see, there is, what do we want to start with? Give me like a random number. So here are all the pens that you have to choose from. I have the list over on YouTube. So I'm going to be going over all of these pens. This is showing Instagram, but there's the list. The list for YouTube is actually in the caption if you guys want to check any of them out. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and start with, let's just go ahead and start with number 1. This is Artline, and I'm gonna use these to label the, so I'm gonna actually flip the page and do it by color. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Actually, Jessica came in and said the Tombow Fudenosuke pen. So let's do that. Start with those. Those just came out like a few months ago. Everybody loves the Tombow Fud black pens, including me. So these are the Tombow Fudenosuke pens. I'm going to just start labeling the sections. So this is a little risky, but we're going to start with the red ones, and I'll just kind of start a group, and I'm going to write what pen they are. I think that's the best way to do it. Since there's so many, I might have to like flip the page. I'm not sure. We'll see. So I'll just write Fud with this. So I'm just going to put this as the red section. Not going to write Fudenosuke over and over again. But these are great pens to get started with lettering. They're really good for beginners. I need a place for my used pens now, so red, and this is orange. And then yellow. Oops, I wrote yellow instead of feud already, so that's okay. Green, blue, and I seem to have lost the green feud pen. It's somewhere, I'm sure, but it's not right in front of me, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll use, this is a Pentel touch pen, so I'm going to label that the green. So this is the and this is Pentel. Maybe that's what I need to do, is just label the top of them. Green. Hi Lori, good to see you guys. I'm trying Instagram and I'm hoping that it doesn't clog all my bandwidth, but we'll see. We'll do purple and then I'll do pink over here with these guys, because of course we got to use the pink, and there's going to be all kind of colors in between, so I'm just going to kind of write them all over the page like I like to do. And we'll do pink over here. And then we have a brown too over here. I'll put it. And my favorite thing about the Tombow Fudenosuke pens is that the tip is, the hard tip anyway, you can hold your pen like this and actually it doesn't show the, if you don't press down, you can just write like a regular pen. So it's kind of like 2-in-1. I carry one in my pocket all the time. And we also have a gray one. So we'll put gray over here too. And I really don't know gray. I think the AY is American, but I spell it both ways, so I don't really know. Okay, what's next? Somebody said 8. Number 8 is, let's see, Crayola Super tips. So we'll do some of these markers. And these are, there's a ton of videos. These are the most affordable, definitely colored pens that are markers that are recommended for your journals. So you can find these in the dollar store. You can find them on Amazon. I do have all those links in my info on YouTube. But this pack of pens was, I'm sure, I can't tell you the right price for it, but I bet it was $6 or $7. I don't know if any of you guys know how much these were, but they're definitely affordable. And see, they have a way you can write with them thicker, or you can just use the tip and write thinner strokes. So I'm going to write ST for super tip, I think is what I'll do here. So you can do that brush lettering effect if you kind of know what you're doing when you're brush lettering, but you kind of have to move it doesn't push down like a regular brush pen. you have to kind of move your hand to make it do the same kind of thing. Just about the way the pen goes. And on here, the top shows you actually the colors that are in this. This is the 20 pack, and they have all different size packs. This is just plenty for me, I think. So let's see. Those didn't bleed. Look, these guys have not bled yet. So on the Feud pens and the Crayolas have not bled yet. So this is more of like a kind of a orangish yellow. So I'm just going to put it right in the middle. It's closer to yellow. I'm just kind of trying to include them all. And we'll see how many pens we get to. I'd love to get done with all of them, but I don't know if I'll be able to. If it gets closer to time, I'll start just limiting to just a few of them. So that yellow is kind of like the same color as that Tombow pen. The next 3 green ones. And I'm not even diving into my Tombow dual brush pens because I do have all of those, but I'm definitely just gonna use all of these other ones. See, that one is pretty. That's a pretty one. Do they have colors on them? See, these don't have like colors. I guess you can make your own or number them or something if you want. This is kind of a middle of the road. This is close to blue. I'll just put it right here in between. That's really pretty, actually. I kind of want to like pull some of these out and keep them as some of my favorites. So don't mind me, I'm going to keep these in my normal tote. Just pull them out like that, maybe that'll help. Pretty purple too, and these are good for like coloring in any of your lettering or your doodles or anything. They're good for color because they really like don't bleed at all. So definitely recommend it, and they are affordable for sure. If you're looking for some color pens with a variety of colors, that's pretty. It's like a pastel looking one. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, the winner of the giveaway is going to win $30 worth of whatever they want from Tombow. I said a pen pack, but really you can go and get whatever you'd like. But it'll be, if you use the hashtag JY06 on your pen test pages, then if you do it by Friday, and you can do them on ones you've already made if you want to, then you'll be entered to win that giveaway. $30, so. Another favorite, that's a pretty one. Saving that one. It's more of a purple probably, but. And trust me, I have no plan here. I'm literally just drawing all the colors all over, and we're gonna see how it turns out at the end, so. But when I first got these pens, it was a little bit harder to figure out how to write with them until you kind of get the brush lettering techniques and stuff down. It's it was a little hard to get used to them to actually write like a brush lettering style. All right, and let me know what next we should do. I think, is it having trouble with the buffering and stuff? Let me see if I can, I might need to sign off on Instagram. So Instagram, if you want to come to YouTube, I'm gonna turn you guys off so the streaming hopefully doesn't intersect, but come here and I'll be going on for another hour or so. So this is the link address. You can do lowercase or uppercase and it'll get you there. So bye Instagram guys, I will see you later. Okay, signed off there. Hopefully maybe that'll help with the streaming. I was afraid of that because I wasn't using the normal data on there. It was all hogged with the Wi-Fi. So let's see. Maybe this is a little bit better. Okay, tell me if it's still doing bad because my Wi-Fi, I could probably limit some stuff. I don't know what's going on. Maybe if I open the door. Let me open the door. I don't know if that helps, but maybe it's working. Maybe it's working now. Okay, let me know what you want to see next. You said 10. Looney Hiker, 10 is her lucky number. Let's do that one. 10 is the Mono Edge highlighter, so that is these guys. So the cool thing about these pens is like when you're highlighting something, you can do it against like a ruler and it won't fray your tips. So it has the edge there, the very edge, and if you were going to do it on a ruler, you know, sometimes if it doesn't have the edge like some of these, then it can fray your tip. So that's like the cool, that's why they're called the Mono Edge highlighters. And these are from Tombow. We're going to, I'm just going to write mono here. Okay, much better, still some, but better. Okay, at my stream it looks a little bit better on my end, so hopefully it'll get better for you guys. Oops. That's what I get for trying to upgrade to the YouTube or to the Instagram. Let's see. This is like a reddish one, so it's super bright and pretty. I am bad about like using highlighters in my journal. Yes, these are Mono Edge. So, but please let me know if there's ever any kind of streaming problems, because I want to get that fixed while it's going on, not after the fact when I don't know what's going on. This is a purple. Here is a pink one. And then I should be marking the ones that we're doing off. We've done the super tips, we've done the edge highlighters, and we've done a few pens. So let me know your next pick. Out of these, or you can look in the caption of the YouTube video. Okay, and so this is the green one. Hi Jackie, good to see you over in Europe. I'm really trying to get this stream working, guys. I don't know what is going on. Okay, so next, let's see, what's next? We'll go ahead and start with the Artline Stix. So these are kind of fun. They're all lettering sticks. And they can stick together too. That's like why they're called sticks. S-T-I-X. So that's number 1 on the list. We'll go ahead and start with those. And I'm just going to put a script A for these. Maybe an AS. So this is an orange. I don't really have orange on here. Yeah, here it is. Duh. So these are brush pens. And they're thicker and they're firmer than Tombow dual brush pens. So these give you a little bit more control. Go ahead and highlight those over the lettering. Sometimes the Tombow ones are some of them are a little bit flimsier, I guess, than others. Some of them are super good and stiff, but these are all a little bit firmer than those. So I really like them, but I always forget to use them. There's just so many pens, it's hard to keep track of them. Okay, I am so sorry about the speed. I don't know what is going on. It's like my stream thing isn't coming through. I'm gonna go for like 10 more minutes. If it doesn't get better, I'm just gonna finish it and then I'll upload it on YouTube later. But this is just really annoying, so I'm sorry you guys. I know it's even more annoying for you guys. So I'm gonna keep going and go until like 3:30, and if it's still not better, then I don't know. I'll finish it up and then post it on YouTube. So there's all different types of colors from, I didn't make a black section, I'm gonna put it down here. With these Artline Stix. I don't know what the pack number I got with this, where there's like about 20 of these. This is probably purple. I think this is a purple too, but it might be blue. We'll see. We'll put it right in between. Yeah, it's more of a blue. And do these have colors? These don't have colors on them either, so it's this. Just kind of like make your own color names up for them. And then a yellow. Like my stream quality seriously keeps going up to like super good and green, and then it goes down to like 0, and then it'll go back up. It's so weird to me, and I'm not very happy about it. I gotta figure this out. Okay, so there's gray. That ended up in the wrong bin. Here's a light blue. But these are really, really colorful pens, and they're the thicker strokes, like thicker than the Tombow Feud pens that we used earlier, and a little bit more consistent. So these are, if you are looking for new, fun, colorful pens, these are fun to write with. So Looney Hiker, I'm kind of making like a key. So I'm writing the A's, like each time I use a pen. Like these were the Artline Stix, I put all those in A's, and then the STs are the super tips, so the Crayola Super tips. I wrote Feud out, started writing Feud with the Tombow Fudenosuke pen, so each one I'm just going to kind of go through. Does anybody have a suggestion for the next pens I should try? Otherwise I'm going to go down to the Tombow Twin Tones. There is a ton of different colors here. I also have the rainbow ones that I did. Hi Little Miss Rose, if you haven't checked her stuff out, you gotta go do that. She has an awesome Etsy shop with some stickers. But yes, the notifications on the phone are like key, because I know that people, there's just so much going on, and I'm just like, how could I get people to remind themselves? So this is Twin Tone, so I think I'm gonna do and it's Tombow Twin Tone, so I think I'm going to do double T's on this one. So, let's see. I won't go through the rainbow ones. I did do the rainbow ones on the last Tombow VIP box. So, I'm just going to go through. This is from the pastel set and the bright set. So, let's see. And I'm not going to do both ends, but it does have a super fine tip too. So it has each twin tone marker has the bolder tip and then a really fine tip on the end. So I'm going to use the bold tip just so you guys can see it a little bit better. And I haven't given you a bleed update in a while, so let's turn over. Not too bad. The art line are a little bit ghosting, just a little bit, but those are only with the darker colors. So hardly anything on this side too. Here's a red. And make sure to open the right end. This is like a teal, like a light blue. Another light blue here. And this is, I never told you guys, but this is the Scribbles That Matter journal. So I've been using this one for this exact journal since January, since the beginning. But I've been using the Scribbles That Matter brand for about a year now, at least. But exclusively for about a year, and love it. This is a pretty pink color. This is like another lavender color. I'm sure this is from the pastel set. And then this is like a peachy kind of orangish color. This is pink, another pink one. This is one of my favorites always. This is teal is always my favorite, so forgot to, let's see, twin tones are done. And if there's any colors you particularly want to see, make sure to let me know, and then I'll do those next. Another pink color, bunch of pink twin tones. Here's an orange. And a green. And pink again. A lighter blue. It's a pretty green one. And a gray, of course. And then two purples. We have like a pinkish purple. This one down here. What journal are you using, Betty? Is it one of those ones from gel pens? Jill, you brought that up. I'm going to use those next. So these are from KawaiiLiving.com. They've become good little friends of mine. So they sent me these pens, and they are milk colors. So these are the says Sarasa milk color gel pens. See, I hardly use mini gel pens, but these are like the milky kind of pens that I remember from middle school. So let's see how these work. I was starting to write the T's again, but let's do. I'll write milk, milk for these. So can I make that milk? Kind of. Can't really do the white here. Okay, the artist loft. I have one of those too, and I do a lot of practicing in that artist loft. So I'm gonna write milk. Some of these are brand new. You have to take the little thing off the end of them in order for them to work. I don't have anything against them because I did get some that I really liked. And they're really good because they don't bleed, but I just have used the Stapler Tri-Plus fine liners for so long, for writing, and then the Tombow came out with their mono drawing pens, so I've been using those a lot for just my everyday writing kind of stuff. So I just haven't needed them, I guess. But these work great, but they're really, really, really good if you don't like bleeding in your notebooks. so you can kind of see how those write in there. They're nothing fancy. It's just colored pens, and they're kind of have that little light pastel-y kind of milky look to them. Alright, so let me know if the quality has or hasn't improved, just because I hate that I'm having that problem, but let me know. I'm going to go over these Ecoline brush pens. So these are a little wetter brush pens. I think I did these in a live drawback on Facebook when I was doing those. I'm just going to write an E. So if these, and the E is going to be for the Ecolines. And they kind of give that like ombre effect, like it starts out dark and you can go light. And that's just because they're like paint pens. There's actually like, it's like paint in there. Still choppy. That's what I was kind of thinking based on my streaming thing. It's given me like so weird to me. Here's a lighter blue that's really, really pretty, but these definitely wouldn't be good for journals with thinner pages, just because if you press down too hard, it definitely will bleed through. I'm trying to write really lightly here so they don't bleed through. I typically just try not to push down too much, but sometimes it happens, and especially I'm thinking with these like dark colors, it'd be a little bit harder. That's another pretty one. That's like a yellowish brown, so I didn't really know where to put it before I wrote with it. Okay, I'll keep going, so thank you guys for staying troopers with me. I'll re-upload the actual one once I get done, so if it is too choppy for you, I should be able to re-upload this once it's done, and it will be the version that my computer recorded. So next I'm going to do the zebra highlighters. Let's see. So I've done the milk color gel pens. I'm going to do the zebra mildliners next, and I've done the Ecoline. Where did those go? So I'm going to put just a Z for these. I only have 4 of them. These are the mildliners. Just put a big Z for those. And next, we did the Artline 2. I'll do these Pentel ones. These are Pentel sign pens. So I'll just do, we did the, we're doing the Pentel sign, and then we did the, where'd they go? Highlighters, I already did that one. So Pentel, I'm going to do, these are the sign touch pens, I think is what they're. So I'll just I'll just write sign. And these are super good for beginners too. So this is like similar to the Tombow Fudenosuke pens. I always write with these when I'm addressing letters. a good simple brush pen. Let me get onto my dog because he's licking it. I want y'all to hear that. Thanks, Abby. Thank you for coming to. Hopefully once it gets uploaded it'll be a little bit better. So this is a red sign pen. Here it looks like brown. These are ones that I hardly ever use over here. But still gotta test them. I go for the brighter, more vibrant colors. Here is the orange. And this is another like brownish, yellowish color. And then a gray. And green. And purple, that one's super pretty. I like that a lot. Alright, next we'll do some, let's see. So like when I'm not drawing Betty, I use like typically this one is like my everyday Staedtler Tri Plus fine liner. And then the mono drawing pens, I really like two just for writing. They have the 1, 3, and 5 size, so this one's like their smallest, super fine tip. And the Sharpie pens are good too. So these actually, I'm going to use the Sharpie pens. These are Sharpie brush pens. And they come with this little cool case. I got these at Target, I think. So what I'm going to do here is just put SB, so Sharpie brush. Yellow is always the hardest to see, I know, for you guys. We'll go with green. It's a lighter green, and then this looks probably a darker green. So these are the Sharpie brush pens, so I'm doing SB. Lighter blue. And a darker blue, and then we'll do black again. Let's see. I always like the black. I need to pull these out more often because these are awesome. Even though that looks just like my regular Sharpie pen, I probably get it confused. At the bottom it does have some like little line, like zigzag lines that you can kind of tell it's the brush pen. Or actually you can see it better on the yellow. So this is a lighter purple. Oh, I thought it was. It's not. It's a darker purple, but still pretty. These pens are a lot cooler than I thought that they were. I've got them once and pen tested them and then put them up, and now I want to play with them again. Did you guys see my Grammy spread that I posted on Instagram today? So I made this last night. So this is like the Grammy Awards. Since it's tonight, I decided to do it. I did just some of the categories, not all of them. There's a ton. but I put my pick, and then I'm gonna put a little triangle beside the winners. So that's like the latest. On the last videos, you can see my flip through my whole journal. Probably won't have time for that today. I'm trying to get through all of these pens. And I'm not going to turn the stream off. I'm going to keep going just so we'll have the concise thing, and maybe I'll upload it, delete the slide when I upload it or something. I don't really know what to do. S. And then finally another orange with, these were the Sharpie brush pens. So I found these at Target. I was surprised they had them, but I'd never seen them before, so I thought I had to have them. I think they were relatively cheap, maybe $12 or something for all these. Like, it wasn't a bad deal. And they come with a little case, so that was pretty cool. So next, let's start at the top. Well, actually we'll wait for the fine liners since there's so many. We'll do these, and I have not tested these yet. So these are some metallic brush pens, and they are from wish.com. So I think there's a .com. So these are from the app on Wish, and they were like $3 or something. You always pay for shipping, but it's always just like a too good kind of deal to be true. So that's what the tip looks like. It's very long, and we're gonna see how these write because I haven't tried them yet. Long and slender, so I think it looks like it's gonna be really soft. So, and these are, I'll just write Wish just because these are the only ones out of all of these that I got from Wish. Ooh, and they're like very cool. They're like metallic-y. I don't know if you can tell right here. They are quite metallic, very pretty. I'm just gonna go through all of these. Do a gray, and I'm gonna write Wish. These are definitely like for more advanced brush letterers. Go ahead and say that because that tip is very soft. So when you like push down, it is a little bit softer. I'm gonna turn this sideways so I can fit it. I'm gonna run out of room for green. But I really like them. Ooh, and this is like a white, so I don't know how this is gonna work. Maybe for writing over stuff? Yeah, you can't even see it, so I won't finish. Let's see if we can write over like one of these. I don't really know. Maybe this is like a blender pen or something like that. Maybe you could blend things with it. It doesn't say. I mean, maybe not advanced, maybe just like medium. If you've used brush pens, but if I started with these, I'd be like, they're a little hard, just because you have to know that brush, the way to write the letter and how to push down on them and make those lines. You just have to go super slow, I'd say, as a beginner with these pens. But they're really pretty. And you could use them for coloring and stuff like that. You wouldn't just have to use them for writing or lettering. This is like a gold color, so I'm gonna put it, I'll make this, I'm running out of room over here, so I'm gonna put it over here. Ooh, I love the blue. I might have to pull these pens out and use them because I got them this week, so this week, maybe last week, but I haven't had a long point. Let's do Wish again over here. It's another gray one. This one isn't as metallic. This one's not really metallic much at all compared to that other one. And then, last but not least, we've got the pink. for fun. Those were the metallic ones. Mark those off. That totally just worked as it went right over the, I just thought I'd show you guys. Instead of like the other pens, it went over and you can't even read that anymore. So that's kind of cool. I guess it can write over other pens. So the next thing, I'm going to use these gel pens. So these are some more gel pens, and these are also from KawaiiLiving.com. So they sent me these to try out too. White pen snuck in there. So these are more different gel pens. So luckily these are finer tips, so I can squeeze them in here. So I'm going to write Muji with these. So they're from Kawaii Living, and I do have them all linked. I'll just write in block letters this time. This is blue. We have like 10 more minutes before this thing. But I'm definitely getting through them. I'll do these next, because these are different, and then I'll do these to finish up. So I'll just do a few more colors of these. I'll try and squeeze as many pins in here as I can. And these are really good, and we can do a bleed test. So we're really good here. It's not too many that shine through. Some of the thicker tipped ones do. I think it was the A's, the Artline Stix. You can kind of see some of those A's bleeding through just a little bit. It's just barely ghosting. Most of the time that doesn't bother me too much. And I don't know, on Instagram I shared this other one about the pens that I found in my abandoned pen drawer. So this was like the other night when I went in there. I was laying down and realized I hadn't brought any of my pens, but I had my journal. So I grabbed all the pens I could out of the drawer in my nightstand, and it came out with all these. And then I tried to pen test all of those. So the only thing that didn't really work was the one end of a Sharpie pen, which is actually pretty good. All those other ones work pretty well. So I thought it was just making use of my time because I wanted to do something, but I didn't want to get up and go in the other room and grab all my good pens. So I figured I'd just try that. I'll finish these real quick. This is an orange. And then a light blue. Trying to write fast, guys. And then a black one. This is probably, need to move this to my collection. Alright, so there's the progress so far. I'm going to do 2 more sets. So I'm going to go ahead and do these. I found these at Books A Million right near my house, and I haven't really used them since I tried them out and I got them and still haven't used them much. But if you draw with the colored, so they're $7.99. So if you draw with the colored tip, then use the white tip to switch it up. So there's a tip on each end of all these pens. So what should we do here? Maybe I'll just do this at the bottom, and I'll just do like little maybe hearts, and then I'll put a big line through them. We'll see how this works. Oops, wrong end. So I'm going to do hearts along the bottom here. Then we're going to go through with that white tip. And these, I never heard of them. I just saw them at checkout, and of course they were like, oh, okay, I want to try them. They are a little thicker and a little harder to write with. The tip is not a brush tip at all. It's just like a slanted tip. But I'm interested to see how they turn out once I get the white tip at the end. White at the end. And they all have a white tip. It's every one of the pens has one, so. Alright, so are y'all ready to see what the white tip does? Because I am. I'm gonna just draw some like zigzags over it and see what happens. Oh my god, I feel like a freaking first grader again. That is too cool. So check it out. That was actually really cool. It went through, I just used the white tip on these and went through all the hearts, and a lot of them changed up, so that's really, really super cool. I'm proud of my $7.99 purchase. That was actually pretty cool. Cool deal. I don't think I saw the message. Yes, Jill, that's what I was thinking, was these metallic ones were like the ones you sent me. I think it is the same brand. So, and what was your message, Rachel, about the cheap brush pens? I'm gonna do one more just since we're going through. Let's see. Oh, these I got from Notebook Therapy. Super cool company. They have all different kind of stuff and they ship worldwide. So these are some other brush pens, and literally they sent me these last week, so I haven't tried these either, so this is another new thing. So this will be the last ones I do for the day. Let's see. Trying to keep everything nice and in order. Let's see. This is a gray, so what am I going to do? I'll do, since this is they're called Fabricolor, so I'll just do an F for these since I'm kind of running out of room. I'll do an F in the gray section. Oh, that's black, more black. So here's what the tip looks like. Similar, I'd say they're a little bit firmer than the Sharpie pens. Ooh, that's pretty. And they are a little wet, but they do bring a very vibrant color, so I like them. Let's see, yeah, it's really bright. Make sure that is probably bleed a little bit more, but the color is super vibrant. If you do have a Scribbles notebook, they'd probably be fine, but just make sure you don't press too hard. Ooh, see, that one's kind of strong. Let's see. F. This is the pink one. The lighter colors are really nice. Let's see. This is like a pink too. All the pinks. Orange, and then this is like a greenish, looks like. Let's see where I can fit the green. I don't know, right here. Yep. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up today. We didn't get to go over the Funwari pens. These are Zebra Funwari. I already used the Z, so I'll do ZF. But these are other, like, very much like the Tombow Fudenosuke pens. But they are very firm tip, and these are really good for beginners too. This is the Jet Pens link that I had down there. Try and fit these in here. I said I wasn't going to do it, and now I'm doing it. So, Zebra, Funwari, pink, and then also I didn't get to all of these. These are the Stabilo 88 fine liners, and then I had the Staedtler Triplus fine liners, all different colors, but those are very similar pens. So anyways, thank you guys so much for the ones that, for you guys who stayed the whole time. I know the internet was really bad, and hopefully it got better for you guys after I turned Instagram off. I really don't know what was going on. Please, definitely, if you do a pen test page, any kind of pen test, it doesn't even have to be in a journal. It can be just on a page or in a separate notebook or whatever, but grab a few pens and try them out. And if you do make any type of pen test page, tag it with JY06, so you'll get entered into the giveaway. That is $30 worth of pens or whatever you choose from Tombow. So always good stuff. You could get these kind of pens. These were the Fudenosuke colored pens, or the twin tone markers that they just came out with. I don't even know if they're there yet, but they are still in that VIP box, which I think is still available. Or some of the dual brush pen packs. We all love those. I had one right beside me, but now it's gone. Also, the course Journal U, the price is going back up tomorrow, so make sure that if you're going to get it today, because the price will be raising back up to its normal price tomorrow. I'll put the link, or the link actually is in the info. And also check out, I have two pen posts on the blog. One is about, I asked an Instagram poll a while ago about your favorite pens, and so I put those in a big old post on the blog. And also a post on 10 different brush pens that are black, so black brush pens comparison. There's a video on that, and I show how they all work. So that's just brush pens, and they're just the black colors. So those are some of my favorite pens. So definitely check them out, leave comments, and say hello. Let me know if you have any questions. And other than that, I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully next week it'll be the same thing, and hopefully I'll get this stream thing figured out. It'll be 3 o'clock here at the same place on YouTube, and of course I'll send out the newsletter. So I'm going to end it for today. Thank you again for sticking around, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.